Here we are. It's the post-game show.
It's the post-game show.
Oh,
You're
there we
live
are. Hello,
with Alan
folks.
Red Sox fan and Uncle Dave
Yeah.
on the post-game show.
Show. We're not too good at that a cappella stuff. We're working on it, though. We're going to have to work on it in the
Yeah.
off season.
We are.
So anyway, here we are talking about. We were talking about this was episode 321 that we did today, and we were talking about fast action cards,
Yes, we were.
and we're talking about the games that we play that use the fast action cards, and some of the games that we enjoy fast action cards over cards and dice, and vice versa, and
And
just-
hybrids.
and hybrids, yeah, using them both, and it's really great when a game does that. When a game allows you to use both, and there's a lot of games that do that. As Barbara comes by, thank you, comes by
Hello,
Barbara, and
Barbara.
Mr. Joe comes by too,
Hello,
and
Mr. Joe.
and Mr. Philip, the Spider Man. He's got spiders in his house, you know. Philip does.
Philip does.
He's got the spiders. The 1899 spiders are in his house.
Oh, yes, he's been playing some Spiders, Cleveland Spiders
He's
baseball.
been playing some Cleveland Spiders. I think they won like 40 games in his replay. It's like, oh boy, that's a little much. But yeah, if
those
he's
dice
happy, we're all
loaded?
happy. Yeah, I don't know what dice he was using. You're right.
Tribes
and,
fan.
Joshua comes by. Good to see you.
Hauser.
The
He's
tribe
from
fan.
Vancouver. Joshua's from Vancouver, if I remember correctly. There's our good friend Tim, Tribes fan 879.
David C comes by. Thank you so much for coming by.
Valencia.
And
Oh,
Philip
he's
says,
using fast action cards.
yeah, I feel History Maker Baseball has fast action cards. I didn't
That's
know
right. I
that.
forgot about that.
Yeah. Actually, Al Wilson's Fascinating Baseball, he just released a fast action card version of too.
Nice.
So yeah, so that might be kind of interesting to see. Again, his football game, it's right here. I mean, if I get my secondary table over here on the left, and I don't know if I can, if you can see it over here, but you can see that I got APA football,
Yep.
and then Fast Drive football, and
Yeah.
then I got my APA Master right here. So those are the three right there. So when you're on table A over there,
I was right.
that
Man,
means it's a good game, and that I'm going to be playing it like I can just kind of grab and go. So APA football right here, Fast Drive football, APA baseball right there. So I mean, those are my three big go-to games. I used to have some payoff pitch here, but I moved payoff pitch to the end of the table there. But I can still get at it real quick. So
Finner's
anyway,
here. Finner 27.
Fenner comes by. Good to see you.
Finner!
We're doing okay. Oh, but, except for the weather, the sky.
Yellow,
Holy
man.
cow!
We
Yeah, the
talked about that.
wildfires.
Oh, Lord.
It, you know what's weird is I tried to take a picture with my iPhone today, and then a regular camera, and it filtered out the yellow, like it just looked like a regular picture. So every
Oh,
picture
no,
I
it was-
took, but there were some people that had actually some decent cameras with adjusting white balance, and it showed how yellow the sky
It was
was.
bizarre. It was, and I believe it's because of the fires in Canada. Like I said, Joshua's
Yeah.
from Vancouver.
Yep. I'm not sure where the fires came. I thought they said Minnesota. And I wonder if Randy's got them. Oh, here's Randy. Randy, speaking of Randy, do you guys got the fires out there?
Randy's Replay Sports.
Yeah, and Randy did a dog walk video today. I was watching him doing the dog walk video.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Does
But,
your dog go spastic when it sees other people? Probably not. You probably
well, hang on a sec. So he's up there in Minnesota. So Randy's in Minnesota. He's doing his dog walk. He's like, yesterday there was a deer over here, and a couple weeks ago there was a bear over here, and then there was an owl up here, and he's got like the real wildlife up there. I got some coyotes and squirrels, but he's got the heavy duty stuff up there.
we have cameras, right? So the I'll read that in a second. So we have the sensor cameras around the house.
Yep.
So like 2 a.m, camera goes off. And so you wake up, I always check the cameras to see what wildlife is wandering around. A skunk goes by the driveway. All of a sudden, it's so funny because a rabbit's like, what just went by? Like you see the rabbit's head pop up, goes, oh my, skunk, where? It was really funny. It was really funny.
Take care, Joe. Hopefully the wind's not too bad up there. Yeah, Fenner said that they
Oh
were
wow.
watching Jaws the other night. Good to see that,
So
Fenner.
yo, Jaws is great.
And actually, we were talking about you, Brian.
Ryan, we're talking about you. How
We were
you're one of
talking.
the most friendliest people in our community.
Yep.
How you helped me tremendously with History Maker Baseball along with a few other people. And you're
Yep.
always very nice. And when someone asks a question, you don't poo-poo it. You answer it. And I greatly appreciate that. So cheers, my friend Brian Hoxie, and cheers to everyone in the chat.
Yep.
Thank you for joining us on this Wednesday evening with our yellow sky and poor air quality in
Yep.
Massachusetts.
Randy says we have bad air quality just blew in this afternoon. Fires up in the northeast boundary waters area. Okay, so it is coming down from Minnesota, Canada. It was weird because it was yesterday, and I talked about this on my my one of my walks. I think it was yesterday's walk. I was sitting in the living room and I was getting ready to let Gigi out in the back, and I go, "Why is it so yellow outside?"
See, I didn't notice it yesterday. I did notice like the air was bad because my eyes were
It
bothering
was
me.
yellow, yeah, yeah.
But
And then
today, like I said, it was wow.
I went out this morning about 8:39 for my walk, and I did my video, and it was a little noticeable, a little hazy, a little foggy, smoky because of the smoke. But it wasn't until later that the yellow come out, and I was sitting there, and again in the living room, and I go, "Wow, it's yellow." And actually, I was down here, and I was like all the light coming in was yellow. It was like a scrambled egg color.
Oh yeah, looking through the windows at work, we're like,
It's like, what's up with that?
horrible outside.
So, and the big
Oh.
red machine comes by.
Hello.
Oh, I pulled out those Apple cards you gave me too, and I was looking through them. I was gonna unbox them, but I put them over there. I can't get at them right now. But yeah, I was going through some
The
of those.
Tim T
old sets.
says
Yeah,
the
the
walk
Tim.
and talks are a must see. Oh, you put it up now. They are so relaxing to watch. Keep them up, and that's Uncle Dave doing those.
Yeah, I appreciate that, and like I say when I do the videos, they're kind of for me. Like the walk and talks is kind of part of my therapy to get through what I'm going through right now, and it's just a chance for me to talk about my recovery, and then different things that goes on, like the puppy, and But I always get gaming in. It's always kind of like, how am I feeling? What's going on with the puppy?
Life,
And then
man.
and
It's
then and it's
You're
just
good.
it's therapy for me. And some people like think they're stupid, and like, then don't have to watch. They're 20 minutes long, and I try to do them 4 or 5 times a week, and it's just kind of a chance for me just to kind of you know talk things out in my mind, because I don't have a therapist. So all you people are my therapists. You have to listen. You're like the bartender. You have to listen to my stories, or the barber. You have to listen to my stories. A lot of people do like it, so I keep it going. And the people that don't, I just say, well, just shuffle on by and wait till I do something from the studio here. But I do appreciate that. And yeah, and your ears were ringing. Yep. Your ears
Yeah,
were
I
ringing.
just saw that's pretty funny because we were talking about you off air just before we started.
Yep.
And again, it's truthful. You're very friendly, very helpful.
But it was fun seeing Randy do his walk, and Marco Scola did a dog walk video, and he was talking about things. Tebow was doing some walks. I think they're fun because they're 10, 15, 20 minutes long, and it's just a chance. JC Sports Replays did some as well, and he used to do them at like 5 in the morning. It was dark out. He was taking his dogs out in the dark and doing his videos there, and it's just fun. It's just kind of a chance just to talk and just.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, that was just a chance to go out and talk about some things.
Okay, so for people who walk their dogs, does your dog pick a spot when the people are outside and you're sitting there going, "We've walked by 14 effing houses, Captain Fantastic. Why must we choose this one?" I know I'm on the tree belt and I pick up stuff. Don't get me wrong. I'm like, why must we choose this one? The people are doing yard work, and you decide this is the spot.
Yeah.
Al, Red Sox fan, or is that that's my grandpuppy. He says, "Papa, I'm pooping right here, and we're doing it here."
My dog CJ, he's been gone a year and a half now. But when I
Yeah.
used to take him out, we go out just about every day. He used to love
Yeah.
to walk. He was so fast, and he was always good about going, on the edge and and whatever. He'd go out back here, but every now and then, I'd be walking along and maybe I'm talking to somebody on the phone or I'm waving, and all of a sudden it's like he's on somebody's lawn going. And before I went, no, it was coming out. Now I have bags and I pick up
Yeah.
obviously after him and the whole,
Yeah.
but it's just the idea. It's like, oh, he was so fast. It was like, where I'm going right here. It's like, oh man, and sometimes I try to drag. I don't want to drag him out while he's going. That's not right. So, and Brian says 99.9998% of the people know. Oh, great. Yeah. And you are in the majority.
You are in the majority.
Yeah, you made it. You made it,
I'm in that like 0.11% that's not. I can be ornery. It's true.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Joshua. It's therapy for me, but they're therapy for us too. Looking forward to
Joshua
you.
from Vancouver, you're on the line.
Yeah, it is.
Now, how they used to do that? Remember what was King? What the hell was his first? Larry King. Remember? How did he used to say the name and then where they're from? I think he did.
Might have. Some of those people were great. Remember Larry Glick around here? How you doing? Let me check.
Yeah.
Larry Glick.
Yeah.
I was like 10, 11 years old, staying with my grandparents over the summer because that's where we would go because they had a pool and they would, it was much more fun being over there.
Yeah.
I would listen to talk radio at night on the AM radio. He had this little radio, and I'd take it to bed with me, and I'd listen to talk radio, and I would listen to old people call into Larry Glick and talk about their ailments. And I thought it was the greatest thing. I did. How's it going there?
Old people?
Yeah, Zeldin from Somerville. How you doing? Well, I still have that polyp. Oh, well, tell me about that polyp. Well, I put some cream on it today, and I just listened. I like listen, and I still love listening to talk radio. I like listening to people talk, And Scott comes by. Scott was the one that picked out
Scott has a beautiful dog. Is that your dog, Scott?
It might be. He picked the Bulls and the Pistons in the game last night. So.
Oh, did he?
Yep. So he was the one that picked that.
So he picked your teams that you played.
Yeah, I did. Remember, I told you I did the Lakers and the Utah Jazz, and then I says, "Should I play another game?" And he says, and so Scott says, "Yeah, why don't you play Pistons and Bulls?" So
Randy says, "My dog and I have a symbiotic relationship."
Yeah, that's awesome.
Dogs are great.
Oh, Michael says, regarding contacts versus glasses, it has to do with the focus point. Glasses makes the focus point further away than the contacts. That makes sense because last night I put the contacts in and I went to the rink, and it is a little bit better. But when I come home last night, after having, and I don't wear my lenses that much, but I had them in for probably 6 hours. And when I took them out, I was going to do a video last night while I was washing jerseys. I said, I'll do a video here. And when I took them out and I put on my glasses, it was like, the part just got so big and I couldn't see anything. And it took until this morning before everything settled down. But
that was with your contacts, you're saying?
I took out the lenses, and when I put my glasses back on, maybe because sometimes I think my contact lenses are like a prescription behind because they're a little older. So it was just getting used because contact lenses are on your eyes and you can see everything. It's great. With glasses, if I look to the side and I'm not looking through the glass, I can't see anything over there. So it's just a different way of viewing things, and sometimes it takes a while to adjust. But that would make sense because I can play hockey with my contact lenses, and I don't think I could play with my glasses.
So Scott says that's his neighbor's dog. Beautiful basset hound.
Nice. Sammy, the bassist. He's the bassist. Slapping the bass. Good to see you, crew fan.
Hello.
Thanks for coming by. Oh, by the way. I did mention this on the show, and I'll try to get that. The video will be out shortly for the YouTube channel members, as it always is first, and then in a day or so I'll release the video for everybody. But the audio's out immediately for everybody out on Spreaker and wherever you listen to podcasts. I'll try to get that up, if not tonight, probably in the morning, and get the audio done. And but I did announce the next giveaway, possibly 2 giveaways. So what it's going to be is a season ticket baseball PDF season of choice, and that's been confirmed with Clay. So I'll be announcing when we're going to be doing that, and who can sign up for that. You do have to be a YouTube channel member or a Patreon member to get into these giveaways. And I believe I have a Steam key for a Game Pulse. And if you didn't hear, Payoff Pitch just released a home run derby mode, which can use your current cards. And
Boom to the moon, Alice.
yep, and it may be playable in Game Pulse. I'm still working
That's
with
cool.
Dana over the details on that. But Saturday afternoon, late afternoon Boston time, I'm supposed to get Dana back on, and we're gonna catch up with him on what's been going on with the Game Pulse and Payoff Pitch, because there's been tons going on. They've added seasons. They've updated the game. All the things that you've been asking for are in there. All the things that I've been asking for are now in there. So now all the things that were kind of like the ground ball to third. Okay, I played a game of APA, month or so ago. Ground ball to third, man on third, and APA says a fast runner scores. Okay, and remember we talked about how does that guy score? And you were
It
like,
could be a chopper. Could be a
bounce
chopper up
high off the plate or into the hole, a diving stat. You know, we talked about the different ways that could happen. But in this game, my guy scored. I didn't have a way to do that because in payoff pitch, a ground ball to third, pretty much the runner has to hold, right? That's been fixed. So now I'll hit the third. My runner can score. All the little things I asked for are now into the new release, which should be coming out shortly. So, Game Pulse has been fantastic. So I will be announcing. I'm not sure which one I'll do first. I got to figure it out. It depends when the new Game Pulse comes out. So maybe I'll try to get that going first to jump on that. But yes, we got a couple more giveaways coming up for you guys. Looking forward to doing that. And that's always fun because I get to spin the wheel of names. And have you ever seen that, Al? The wheel of names?
I think I've seen it a long time ago. You've done it before, so I'm pretty sure I've seen it.
Yeah. So let me see if I can share it. Let's see if I can share. I'm gonna share the screen. So I'm going to share. There we go. So that is the wheel of names. Okay. Let me see if I can just make it bigger. And so this doesn't count, by the way. This is just a sample here. But I put everybody on that entered in the drawing, and then you just spin the wheel.
I love it.
Okay.
Again, this is just an example.
And this is just an example, and it comes up on
Paulie King. Congratulations!
Paul King would be our winner. But I just manually.
That's cool.
What is that?
I don't think I ever saw this one.
Yeah, wheelofnames.com is what it is. And
wow.
Yep.
Like that.
I discovered that, and I'm like, you know something, that's pretty cool. And I like that I can put all the names in and spin the wheel, and it just makes it fun.
Now, I'm just asking because I had an idea, like when I like to do boxing tournaments offline, where I like to randomize like not necessarily the best versus the worst, but do sort of it's a random draw. It's kind of fun sometimes. Can you, obviously you can put any names in there. Can you eliminate names if they're spun or no?
I think there's an option.
You know what I'm saying? Like if it's picked, then that name is.
Yeah, it's you have the option of removing the winner.
Nice.
Yep, and I think it's free. I used it a lot during the Black Friday and the Christmas giveaway show, putting in all the names, and we did that. I think it was the three of us at the time we're doing that one there. I think the first one we did by hand and just rolled numbers, but then I did the wheel of names, and that just made it funner, seeing the names come up. So I've been using that. So that was our giveaway. That's how I did it. Brian, I did see this. The History Maker Golf, you come up with a process for the tournament node that gets you right to where the final pairing is teeing off on number 15 in the final round. I haven't watched the video yet, but I did see you post that. I'm kind of interested in you checking that out.
History Maker Golf. That's probably, I have to be honest, my favorite play game I own. I haven't tried the bowling yet. I'm very psyched about that because I do like bowling. Crew fan, I forgot to jump in last time. I need to see my name back up there. On that wheel. Nice to see a season ticket prize.
Of course, it was Rowdy Tundra that won. He won like 3 times during the Christmas show, I think. He won.
Did he really?
Up. Yeah, he really did clean up.
Rowdy, go play the lottery, my friend.
Yeah.
Evening to you.
David? So, but yeah, so those are some of the prizes coming up. So be on the lookout for that. And again, being on the lookout for the show either tonight or tomorrow, probably tomorrow. I'm hoping to get my first football video in tonight. I was talking to Al about this on the show, and you'll hear it on the show, that I'm going to be probably going back and doing some shorter instructional videos. And I always hate to call them instructional videos because, again, I don't work for the company, and I'm not a master at these games. But it's just kind of like showing you what I've figured out on some of the games, you know. So that's what I'm kind of hoping. And oh yeah, thank you. Yep.
Thank you.
Yep.
I hope I'm one of the 3.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Me too. But anyway, yeah. So we just recorded 321. That was a fun one. Talked about fast action cards.
Yeah.
And it was funny how I had this certain angle. I was coming in with the fast action cards, and then Al had his own angle. I was like, oh,
Al has his own angles.
yeah, I didn't even realize like some of the stuff Al brought out. I was like, that's what I like, having somebody else on that kind of brings something. It's like, I wasn't thinking that, but that's something we can talk about. Good stuff. And Cruz says, love the T-shirt. I still will not go in the ocean, Crew fan. I'm right there with you. I will
You know
not
how
go in the
long
ocean.
it took me just to go? When I was a kid and I first saw Jaws, and I saw it on TV because they wouldn't let me into my brother took me and my sister, and they wouldn't let me in. Because usually you could say, these are, blah, blah, and they're like, no. And we tried twice. I couldn't get in. So I saw it on TV. I wouldn't go. I had trouble sitting on the toilet because there's water.
You want to hear a funny story?
I go under my bed for the shark.
What was it? Was it 75?
Yes, 75.
So the summer of 75, like that back then, theaters were packed, right? They were packed. And so, and I remember that, okay, we're going to go see Jaws. But I had a dream the night before about Jaws. And it had nothing to do with the movie, but it's a dream about a shark and people in the water. It's like, I remember dreaming about it the night before. So we went into the theater, and it was a couple times as a 8-year-old.
Yeah, because you're a few years.
I was covering my eyes because I was so scared. And so we get out.
I couldn't get in.
I was with the parents. My mother. Me and my brother. I think it was my mother and my stepfather brought us because in 75. Yeah. So I think my brother went too, and he would have been 6 or 5 or 6, which is
Who do you want to see a big shark? I want to see a big shark. But
anyway, so we get done, and we went over to my grandparents' house, and it was nighttime, and it was summertime.
And they had the pool, right?
And they had the pool.
Yeah, I bet you didn't go in.
And it was nighttime, and they're like, so we put on our bathing suits, and we had a real hard time going in the damn pool at night. Because, again, it's night, so you couldn't see anything underneath you. During the day, you see everything in the pool. You're fine. I remember, probably having a little brown come down my leg as I went down the ladder into the pool. That's how scared I was. And to this day, I go maybe ankle deep into the ocean. That's as far as I go. And I was never an ocean guy, but that definitely went.
It's funny you say that. So our friends across the street, they had the above ground pool. What's it, like 4 feet? Maybe sort of. Your bathtub, I wouldn't go in. Forget that. I'm just hose me off, Mom and Dad. Just to get the hose me off. So, of course, the older brother, right? We're all about the same age, and the older brother's like a teenager. Like he's 16. He's like, there's a shark in that pool. I went, what? We're all like looking at it. He goes, yeah, there's a shark. You can't see him. He comes up from underneath. I go, really?
I had a hard time.
Back what used to, get in your head as a kid.
Yeah, I had a hard time going in the pool that night. I really did. And to this day, I still tell that story about Jaws. I actually read the book at 8 years old.
The book is completely different.
Yeah, there's a few things that are different. He spoiler alert, the shark dies differently in the book.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so if you want to go on YouTube, there's a condensed version of the audiobook. And I was like, whoa. Because I've listened to parts of it. My wife had the audiobook. We listened to it. And it's like 10 hours or so, right? Well, the condensed version's 2 hours. They get everything in. Yeah, they kind of condense chapters. Yeah. And I don't want to spoil anything, but when a certain person gets eaten by the shark, I'm like, good.
I'm trying to remember who that is now because it's been so. I only read the book once as a kid,
And the book's completely different.
Yeah, it was very different.
The shark does die differently.
Still, the
it's good though. It's just really good.
Chief Brody though, smile you son of a. That still was awesome.
Yeah,
it really
and
was.
It's a different. The book has a different ending, and I realize we're not going to spoil it. In case you want to go find it on YouTube, it's easy to find on YouTube. Just type in Jaws audio.
Well, just read the book. It was a lot of it was very different. It still was pretty darn close.
I like how it was about the real estate though. Remember, They wanted to keep it because people invested into which it kind of touched in the movie in a way, right? But it's really about other
No, see,
people.
I didn't pick up on that. I just.
Oh yeah, no, it's only because I just listened to some of it.
Oh, did you? Okay, I'll have to go
Yeah,
back
that's
and
why
listen to
I
it.
don't. But
I just
it's
remember
really,
that I remember how the shark died, and I remember a few
yeah,
other things
very
about
different,
Brody's
interesting.
wife and
Yeah,
things like that were
yeah.
happening. But
Like I said, I was very happy when the shark ate one certain person. Happy, very happy.
I'm trying to think who that was now. I don't remember. I'll have to go back and check it out. And Brian also says when you showed the Wheel of Wonder, it's the Wheel of Names. It's the Wheel of Names.
Wheel of Names.
I feel like the same idea at the same time of random matchups popped in my head. Yeah, that's actually not a bad idea. Throw a bunch of teams on there and get matchups.
Yeah, I
didn't think of
like
that.
that because you can have like I do it with boxing, whatever. But I've done it with baseball too. You know, you always kind of do highest to lowest. You know what I mean? Sometimes you get that random, and then you get that surprise. You're like, well, because of the way the matchup went, it's not going to be. You know, you get some early round matchups you didn't think.
Kind of like striking out in the natural. I'm not sure.
Yeah. The baseball movie, David. In the book, he doesn't hit a homer. Spoiler alert. Sorry, I'm supposed to say that.
Oh, that's too. I love when people say spoiler, then they give it the spoiler anyway. It's just like,
Yeah.
well, you didn't give me a chance to turn away. That's all right.
That's
all right. I did
Listen,
not know
if
that.
you don't know about that yet, I'm sorry.
That scene where the Shaw talks about the USS Indianapolis sinking, I think that's in the movie. I don't know if it's in the book or not.
It's not in the book. I don't think it's in the book.
Oh yes. There's a lake somewhere that shows Jaws on a big screen and people in the floating tube. No. The answer is no. I wouldn't
People
even watch it in a
that in the
pool.
water?
Yes, in the floating tubes, and there's
Oh
a
my
big
God.
screen.
I just got chills. No.
No,
I couldn't do that.
Yeah.
I couldn't. Oh my God, I gotta tell Nurse Teresa that.
Yeah.
Randy's Replay Sports. I subbed you need to watch. I want to get my APA football cards and learn.
Yeah, APA football's
Dave,
great.
Dave,
Yeah.
watch Dave. Watch there's a couple you can
Yeah.
find some other people too, but Dave's
I gotta go see Randy's video because he did say that he was doing some card videos too. Yeah, so between Randy's video and mine and some others, hopefully that'll help you out. I'm gonna maybe tonight when I sign off, it's gonna be a just an offline video that I'll upload. But I want to talk about the cards because
and watch Randy's. I'm sorry.
because it's once you like if you look at the cards and you get oh man this is because that's how I was. That's how a lot of people are. Oh,
Me
these
too.
symbols here they make no sense. So I'm gonna make them make sense. And once you get over that, and it's like, oh, okay, so now the symbols aren't a problem. So now we can just play football, right? We can just play now. So
Giants 1958. Greatest game.
oh yeah, Randy does a lot of Apple football and even some Apple baseball. He's had to do a payoff pitch too. He was playing some mid -- Vikings. And it was when he was playing the Colts and the Packers. It was really kind of fun. Some of the matchups he had because I know those guys a little bit more than. But I think he's doing 61 and 58 now, and he's fun. He's old school cards and dice, and the way he just has the camera up here, and it's just in its truest form. It's just and it's fun to watch. And he talks about the stuff, and he just explains what he's doing. And Randy does a good job. And he had the dog walking video today, so if anybody subscribe. I'm not sure if I'll do a better job. I'm just going to do a different job, and I think that the more people that try to help other people,
We talked about this on the show. There are a lot of different videos, and I watched several different people, and they all helped me because it was something with each helped me click in my head. Because we talked about it, like, why is an interception a W? That just, like, annoyed me when I first started to try to play APA. It should be INT. Why is it a W? And then I had to just learn from watching videos to don't have this, disregard any other game you played, because you're learning a different game. Don't compare it. I haven't even played it yet, right? And I'm like, why does it do this? Oh, that's silly. That's dumb. Play the game. And to me, it's one of the funnest games. APA football. Because Dave and I have talked about this. Something happens and you're like, wow, that feels like football. I visualized it.
Every time I play Apple football, it's
unbelievable.
It's an unbelievable game. things happen that just make it football. Oh, I didn't tell you? Did I talk about this on the last show? I had to bench my punter. Did I?
Yes,
Okay.
because he was horrible.
Because 3 snaps in a row.
Fumbled. He
David
fumbled.
Lee, part of the Lee party. Should have been Geddy Lee or Sarah Lee or Bruce Lee. Any of the Lees would have made the play.
Bruce
3
Lee
in a
would have
row.
been better off punting.
3 fumbled snaps in a row. Now, again, could have been the long snapper. It could have been. But every time I rolled, I think 1 was a rare play and 2 were just straight out muffs. And 3 times in a row, he muffed the punt. So I benched him, and my field goal kicker, my place kicker, was the backup punter. And that's what I'm going to show when I pull out the cards, because every team has a backup kicker and a backup punter. I'm pretty sure they do. And so he was doing the punting. And it made for a fun storyline because it was something just so crazy that happened. The first 3 snaps of the punter he couldn't handle. So I'm thinking he's got a bad arm, maybe he's hurt, maybe he's getting divorced and his head ain't in the game. Come
Maybe
up with
he's
whatever storyline you want. And I sat him. And when I posted that, I had some people saying that is so unrealistic. That would never happen. You're right. But it did, and that made it fun. And if it happens again, now I know there's a problem. But for that one time for that to happen, that was great. And other people are like, that's crazy. That's fun. And I would have benched him too. I mean,
I could see it, Coach, because what year was that again?
73.
Oh, I can see one of those coaches in those early 70s or late, even that time period going,
Well, I remember watching the Buccaneers, and there was a highlight on TV, and they showed a lineman lining up to kick an extra point for Tampa Bay. I remember you saying
because their field goal kicking was so horrendous.
It was so bad that the coach just said, just put in anybody, but that guy ain't kicking. So there's some lineman come up, and he hit it straight on, and they didn't hit straight on anymore. I don't know if he made it or not, but it was just like he was making a point. My kicker stinks, and it can happen. It can happen. So, yeah, that's what it is. Back in the chat here, Crew Fan says, very nice. I don't have half of football yet, so any instruction would be great to watch. He likes watching my gameplay videos. Thank you so much. That is so nice to hear, Crew Fan. Thank you. It makes me feel good. I would love to learn.
The Action PC manual entry. I haven't tried that yet. You have, Uncle Dave.
I have it. I still prefer the Pro Football Helper. It's antiquated. The guy who made it unfortunately passed away. But before he died, he actually put a couple things in before he died for me.
Wow.
If you can believe it. I was like, hey, this would be great. This would be great. And he put them in for me. And then I couldn't get a hold of him for like 6 months or so. And then I found out that he passed away. And it's too bad because he was a nice guy.
I don't think that's available anymore to download.
It is. It's still available. Yep, it's still available out there. But it's just you just can't update it. And I think the last season is like 2015 to 2016. Yeah. So, but I know some people. I think Jerry inputted a whole new season for there. You know what I mean? So it just takes some time to do it. It's possible. So I like that. But Action PC Football, it does a good job too.
If you know the link, you should put it on this video afterwards because for people who want to try that, the link for the
if you search Pro Football,
how would you search for it?
Okay, it's one of two things: search Pro Football Helper,
or
go to my channel and search Pro Football Helper because I do have a video.
The link on what the old
it is. The link is in there. Yes, so the link is in there. Yep.
So that's the way you can find it if you'd like to try that one.
Yep. But the Action PC, it's pretty simple. It's just bottom right hand corner, just on the kickoff. Who kicked off and who gets it and how many yards, and it's just drop down menus is what it is. How many yards on the kickoff?
I like the baseball one. That's the one I've used the most.
Baseball is pretty good too. Yeah, I think the basketball is the best one.
I haven't tried that yet, and I have to because I have, like I said, I have my strat.
Yep. And why I like the basketball is because they keep my fatigue. They keep my minutes played for me, so I'm not going to worry about that. So excuse me, if I see somebody getting tired, I can replace them. It keeps my fouls for me.
Yep.
And it also does, like I say, I'm not a basketball guy, so I don't know all the rules, but when it's time to take a free throw, it's time to take a free throw. And I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to say, oh, man, how many fouls is that? And the game does all that for me, and I can just flip the cards and roll the dice and have fun with it. So the basketball is great. It is great. The Big Red Machine says a couple years ago I went to the world's only
Ventriloquist.
Ventriloquist Museum. They have over $550 on display. I told them to let me know when they have a sleepover event. Oh no, dolls,
dude.
dolls.
Oh God, what was it? A Twilight Zone episode when I was a kid, and I think Vic Tayback was in it. The guy who was in Alice on the TV show. He was the cook.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I think he was him. That scared the bejesus.
Was it Talking Tina? I'm talking Tina, and I'm gonna.
I think Vic again. I think I could be wrong if Vic Tayback was not.
There was a couple of doll ones, but ever since what was that doll movie there?
The Puppet Master.
No. It was the creepy one doll, and and it had the supernatural investigators checking it out. Was that
Chucky Good Guy doll?
Begins with an R. Begins with an R.
Wasn't Chucky?
No, it was not anything like Chucky at all. It was the guy and the girl. They were married and they were going around doing all the investigating, and they took all the haunted stuff back with them, and they still have it there. The res. Oh man,
I'm looking to see the chat.
Annabelle. Yeah, Annabelle was one, but there's also another one there that they did. They investigated all the. Oh man, I can't think of the name of it now, but it's right on the tip of my tongue. But they did all the investigation. But Annabelle was another one there. Yes, Annabelle. And there's like three of them now. There's three of these movies with those two people here. But yeah, like it starts off with a doll outside somebody's apartment, and the two girls bring it in, and they like just throw it on the floor, and they come home, and the doll's sitting on the chair. And every time they move the doll would move it, be somewhere else, and that just creeps me out.
Yeah.
And supposedly that doll. That they got in the name of the movie will come to me, or somebody in the chat will get it. That doll is still somewhere, and it's like locked up, and it says this doll is haunted, or this doll is possessed, so like no one's allowed to touch it. It's like it's a real thing. It's a real thing.
I think I'd rather swim in the ocean.
They're making dolls creep me out, you know. Frank's playing some 86 Mets. Yep.
2-1. Bottom of the ninth. Orozco on the mound. Will Clark singles. Kevin Mitchell reaches on a two-base error. And yes, Kevin Mitchell in left. Maldonado knocks them in.
Sounds like a fun time. Gus says the CFL replay today. 49 CFL playing some football here. Same team, same quarter. Missed 2 field goals, 1 chip, and the other was blocked. Yeah, that's what makes it fun. That makes it fun.
What
yes, the Warrens. Yes, Ed and Lorraine. What's the name of that movie? I thought it began with an R. Maybe it's an S. They're fairly new horror movies, and they go and they do the investigations, and they go to all the haunted places and. Oh, I forget the name of it now.
Let me look it up.
Two people call Magic. People are calling the movie Magic. I don't remember Magic.
What's their name? Let me look up. Where did you?
Conjuring. Yes, Conjuring.
Oh.
Thank you, Michael. Yeah.
Okay.
I thought it was an R, but I guess Conjuring ring is in there. The Conjuring, yeah, and they find all these things and they bring them back to their house, and it's like all the possessed things, and oh man, yeah. Yes, Conjuring. Thank you, David and Michael. So yeah. But that doll's a real. So yeah, the doll thing doesn't work for me.
No dolls.
Clowns I can deal with. Clowns aren't too bad. My wife hates clowns.
Either.
Clowns are okay. Remember how like the clowns used to go to the kids' parties, and then at one point like kids just were scared crapless for clowns, and like all the clowns lost their jobs because nobody wanted to have a clown anymore.
So it's funny about kids being scared at a party. Remember Chuck E. Cheese?
Oh, I love Chuck E. Cheese.
I had to go to my cousin office. This is when she was very young. And so it's all these little kids. Well, no one thinks that these are large rodents, and so many screaming kids.
Yeah.
And like, whose bright idea was this? Whose bright idea was this?
There was a sub shop. It's still here today. But they've moved across the highway, and the original place was just full of clowns. Like you walked in, and it was like life-size clowns, small clowns, clown pictures. Everywhere you look was clowns. And I can imagine, like, people, kids walking into that, if they kept it the same it was, like, people freaking out, because it was just like you'd be standing in line to get your order, and there's like a life-size, like, clown
Staring at you.
statue. Yeah. And no, they weren't the evil ones. They had the big bellies and so they didn't look evil, but they were clowns, and I can picture that. Oh yes, that movie there, The Day After. Yes, I remember. Was that the 80s? The Day
Is that
After?
the nuclear war one?
I think it was, and it was scary as
Yeah,
heck at the
for that
time
time,
because
yeah.
we were like right on that
On the
thing,
edge.
and
Precipice.
it's like that's what it could be. Yeah, that scared the crap out of me too. It really does,
Frank
Frank
Wainscott
says, "Okay, what do you got with Frank?"
He said, okay, so Frank says, I work security for an antique light store in the middle of the night. The lights would come on for no reason. I did 2 nights and then got
The heck out of there.
the heck. I think it's either the heck or the HE double
Yeah.
hockey sticks out of there. Yeah, that would be me gone.
There's what I like to listen to sometimes on YouTube if like there's nothing going on in the community is I like to listen to the Reddit stories. And
Yeah, sure. Come down if you want to share a spooky ghost story.
it's all AI read for the most part, but sometimes it's like relationships stories, and sometimes it's ghost stories, and I listen to some too. It's like what scary thing made you quit your job on the first night? And there was all kinds of stories like that. Like a guy says, "I'm going down in the warehouse, the lights are going off, and chairs are sliding across." It's like, nope, I'm out of there.
I'm out of here, folks.
And,
Nerd
the one part was funny. There was one that some guy did that, and he ran back into the office. And they're like, "There was a guy out there," and like, "Oh, you met Jimmy?" And they all were used to this ghost, and they didn't frighten him anymore. But the new guy was out of his mind.
I'm out of here. Bye. Say bye to Jimmy. So Nurse Teresa wants to share a spooky story. Can you hear her?
I don't want to be.
I know.
All right, we gotta get the spooky music. Hang on a sec. How about that?
Nurse Teresa, my wife.
Yes.
Can you hear her?
So I used to work night shift in a nursing home for many years, many, many, many years. One night there was a fire alarm that went off. So as you're supposed to go down the hallway and shut all the doors. I went down to the end of the hallway, the last room on the left. I went to go grab the door, and the door closed for me. Yes.
Whoa.
Nobody in that room that could possibly get up and shut that door for me. Nope. Yes.
Yeah.
Put my butt back up to the the hallway, back to the nurse's station.
Did you get some holy water?
No.
When I was in junior high, we moved into a house. I think it was fifth grade, and I lived there for like 5 years. We moved into a house that the lady had died in, right on the couch. She died in the house. And so every time a light flickered, we would joke that it's the lady, right? And I had 2 distinct things that happened to me in that house. Okay? Neither time was I scared, though. But 2 things happened that made no sense whatsoever. And it was more like that was weird rather than like I was scared. But to this day, I have 2 exact. I can tell the story 100 times. I remember exactly where I was in that house. But neither time did I feel threatened. So I was okay with that. If that was a ghost, they didn't bother me. So, but yeah. Last house on the left. Yes, that it was. Yes, and very creepy. I would quit. Yeah. If that door closed on me one more time, then I might quit. My grandmother worked at the Danvers State Hospital, which is the famous mental hospital in the country.
I was going to say, isn't that a mental insane asylum?
Yep. And she used to bring us up there as kids and show us off, right? And but the stairs going up were divided by a fence, and the patients were on one side and everybody else on the other side. So they kept the patients separate all over the place. But the place just kind of creeped me out. And I remember they closed right in the 80s, and they just threw everybody out.
Yeah, that was a huge.
And it's just like go. And so all these people with mental problems that are just running around.
Yeah.
I knew a kid that he was tough kid, 19, 20, whatever we were. And he went up there. Him and his buddy went up with their girlfriends, and they snuck in, right?
I would do that.
And it was at night. And he said that they're trying to show off in front of their girlfriends, and they wouldn't. And they said they lasted 5 minutes, and they booked it out of there. And they're like, nope. They noped right out of there. So no, we don't care if we look like babies or not in front of these girls. We are out of there.
Yeah.
It was not a fun place to be. It just wasn't.
That's
Oh,
wild.
let's see here. David says, I have video of my wife's late father's, and I have a SLS camera on my phone, and it outlined his residual energy in his recliner when we were cleaning his apartment. Oh, wow. Well, hopefully it was a good experience. Hopefully it wasn't bad, right? Hopefully it was like mine. Mine wasn't bad at all. And Frank says, I also worked security in a police gear store, and on the wall they had posters on the walls of cops and gear, and it was lighted by motion, and the poster looked like men until the lights would come on.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Yes, and sometimes that's creepy. But yeah, if you ever go to YouTube and listen to the Reddit ghost stories, the work stories are the worst. Where it's just people at the job and something's happening, and it's just like you can, you just snoop out. Yeah, I just can't listen to that stuff.
Another one you want to share?
Oh, I have lots, but I'm not going to.
You're not going to share?
No.
One creepy story a stream?
Yeah. Well, I told you about the.
Well, tell
I
us.
swear we had a ghost in our house, where the house I used to work at, or used to live, and it was the husband had passed away, and the wife was still alive. And I feel, this is what I felt, was that the husband was waiting at the house waiting for the wife to pass away. And we used to have a chair downstairs in the cellar, a recliner chair that I never moved because I felt that was bad juju. So I left that chair downstairs, but there used to be like little things that would happen where I would put a cup down somewhere and then I would find it in a shelf above me. And I'm short, so there was no way I was going to accidentally put it up
Wow.
there. And then I
Yeah.
had one day my sneaker was laying flat on its, and the kids used to say, Mom, there's a ghost in the house. They would get like freaked out about something. So we used to call it, the ghost in my son's room because
Oh, that's great. Scare Zach.
no, wow. Well, he thought there was something going on. But anyways, there was one day my sneaker, I was looking at it, was laying on its side, all of a sudden decided that it was going to pop up.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
stuff like that would be kind of much.
And then I would hear things roll across when there was nobody living on the second floor, I would hear things like roll across the floor, like little things like that.
Oh, yeah, that's kind of creepy. I don't.
Yeah, that was a little creepy, but
Yeah, my friend.
it was good. Like it never did anything bad besides move things on me.
That's good. We were in our when that happens. Yeah, when we were in our 20s or so, and I remember a friend of mine says his father was in his living room, and he was drunk, and they were talking about his brother that had just passed away, and his father lifted a glass and says, "Here's to whoever it is," and the coffee cup that was on the TV come flying off and landed on the ground. And that stuff that's not. I don't like that stuff. You know what I mean?
So Brian Hoxie, if you put that up, I'll read it. Be funny. Brian Hoxie says, quickly shifting gears from very bad punters to ghosts, both very scary situation.
Yes, the punter can't handle a snap. That's pretty scary. Yeah.
It's scary.
Yeah, I used to be wicked into horror movies. In fact, me, my wife, and her sister, we'd always watch them and rent them. And
Did you ever watch 28 Days Later?
Oh yeah. That's not so much a horror movie as it is a zombie movie. You know,
Well, it's pretty intense. Did you
Yeah.
ever watch? Did you watch the two new ones?
I watched
Net-
one of 28 months later, or weeks
Right,
later, I
that's
think.
the second. And now Netflix, I think, still has which just came out last year, and they put them quickly on Netflix because I think they only really released in England or Europe, and not a big release in
I
the
think
U.S.
I did see that. Yeah,
They're
yeah,
really good.
yeah.
I was like,
28 Days
Some-
Later was all right. I do like some of those, yeah. But we used to watch all the ghost stuff. One of them was Lights Out. That was wicked scary. It was
I'm not
about
doing it. Anything with lights out, not doing it. No. not
yeah.
doing
I mean, it was like every time the light went out, the ghost would appear. But if you turn on the light, the ghost would disappear. So that's how you protected yourself. So this lady had
it.
like
Video
tape
game.
tape blocking
watched-
all the light switches, so you couldn't turn out the lights. You know.
I know what you're
There's
talking
a
about.
video game, and you always win plays it once in a while. not to plug them. They don't even plug, but no, I like them. But it's basically your ghost hunters,
Oh,
and they actually, you know, you have to go like you're saying about stuff, and sometimes they come across friendly ghosts, and other times they're not so friendly.
oh
And they
yeah,
do,
yeah.
and you get out of the house, get yelling, get out of the house, get out of the house, get back to the thing.
My wife watches the people that go around. They have all the electronic devices, and they go into the abandoned places. Like, are you here? And then the things. Oh, it's like I don't know about that. You know, I don't know about that. Yeah, the call is coming from inside the house. Yeah.
That was the babysitter, and that was the woman from Taxi who played Laka's wife.
Really?
Yes, it was. That was I got goosebumps from that. Just hearing that. The call. She calls the. I told you that. I can't remember the movie. I think it was called. Was it called The Babysitter? And the famous line is, "It's calling." She calls the police. The police call her back and go, "Get the child and get out of the house. We're coming. We'll be there in 2
Oh
minutes."
man. Every time I hear that, all I can think of it is the Bud Light commercial. That call's coming from the house, and then there's the penguin. Doobie doobie doo. All I can think about is that commercial.
That's a happy thing. Oh, that's funny.
Carol Kane, does that ring a bell? Is that who it was?
Was Carol Kane the singer though? It's Carol something. She could be right.
Yeah. Gus
She
says
played
the
Locke.
second Aliens movie was scary. Yeah, the Aliens was. Every time I see a drop ceiling, I wonder what's up there. Yeah, yeah. I didn't. Oh man, the one that freaked me out was Signs. Mel Gibson's Signs from when the aliens came down and they were.
Oh, when like they reach under the door and stuff.
Yeah,
Oh,
when the dog's barking, he look and he sees like the leg, go in there, and people were up on his house, and they called the sheriff, and the sheriff's like, could be kids, could be any. He's like, no, there's people running around in my house. It's hard to get on my house without a ladder, That was a creepy one. Then they had here's the footage from a birthday party in Italy, and they're showing the kids open present, and all of a sudden this alien walks by, and all the kids started freaking out. That was creepy. That was a real creepy movie.
Was Joaquin Phoenix in that too?
Yes.
'Cause I remember
Swing
having
away,
stuff-
Meryl. Swing away.
I remember like he had tinfoil on his head.
Yeah, yeah.
During movies.
They talked about that. I don't want to talk about that no more. That was scary.
Yes, it was.
No, those movies are crazy.
I don't want to talk about that no more.
I heard about the obsession, but I haven't seen it. Yeah, we should stop talking about scary movies. 73, Don't Be Afraid of the Dark. Yep, there's a lot of good ones there. Carol King was the singer. Okay.
Okay. So it is Carol Kane.
And played Laka's wife, Billy Crystal's wife, in Princess Bride.
Yeah.
We should talk more about
Right.
Princess
Great
Bride.
movie, Princess Bride. Great movie. Not a lot of scary stuff in it. Let's talk about that.
Do you know what I just watched on Netflix? I watched the Halo series. Remember the Halo video game for Xbox?
Oh,
very famous game.
Like the two guys, like Red and they're the sergeant. Like it's a comedy thing. Is that the one?
No, this was a series based on the video game.
Oh, okay. You're talking about there was a people. They would take the clips and put it on YouTube, and they put comedy to it. It was like funniest. It was hilarious. The Halo. That was a huge game, Halo.
Yeah, they're just releasing a new an updated, refreshed version on Steam. I might get it if it goes on sale. It's a sale. It's another shooter game. You got to use a controller, and I'm not good at that anymore. But if they had a really easy mode, like story mode, I would play it. I never finished it. I was okay. People
Is that
raved over it.
wasn't that an Xbox exclusive?
Yeah, Master Chief. Yep.
Yeah.
But
Okay, now that you said Master Chief on YouTube, that's what the little show was like. Master Chief. It was like we're going into a zombie suit. Like they're just saying, "What do you left me behind?" Hey, it's either you or me. It's just all these funny things.
One of the best horror comedies was Dale and Tucker vs. Evil. You ever seen that one?
Yes.
And
There's
there's
one
just
guy like a redneck with a chainsaw.
well, they were just a couple of dudes, and these college kids showed up, and they were like, "Oh my gosh, these are like Texas Chainsaw Killers," and they were just going about their day, and the kids were just like getting into their own trouble, and every time one of them like something happened, they were blaming these guys, and they're like, what are these kids doing? It was such a funny show. Like the guy had a chainsaw, right? And he's cutting a tree. And he cut into it, and he cut into a bee's nest. So he's like, ah! So he's running around with a chainsaw, and the bees chase him. They're like, see, he's coming to kill us. And so he's running at the kids, and the kids are running, and he runs right past the kids. And they're like, well, what's he doing? I don't know. He's ahead of us now. He's just trying to get away from the bees. Oh, that was a good one. Tucker and Dale.
Movie. And Sigourney Weaver is in this movie. Not aliens. I want to say it's Cabin in the Woods or something. And
I was going to say Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters.
Is that the one where she has the guy kidnapped when the guy was treating her bad as a kid?
No, I don't. Again, I could have the name wrong, but the gist of the movie was a monster, this big monster really controls the whole earth. And every 10 years or something, 25 years, you had to appease it by doing something like it wanted to see like little kids.
Ghostbusters. Is it Ghostbusters?
No, it's not Ghostbusters.
Ah, so close.
That's what my wife just said. So you're on the same wavelength. But anyway, the whole point was all these governments around the world had secret programs. So when that time came, they would do what they had to do to keep the earth alive. And there was like this, they always did it. And so this one time, everything goes wrong. And now it's not funny anymore because the world's going to come to an end because the monster is not going to be appeased. It's going to destroy the world. There's the thing. We still got the Japanese. There's no way those little girls can beat that monster. They go to the they're killing the monster.
You were
and
telling
they're
me
like,
about that.
oh my God, it's down to, okay. We got the Americans, you know, like the CIA's watch, still got our group. But again, these people don't know that th're in on this, right? They just pick like 7 people and like, oh, tough shit, you're going to die, right? We have to appease the monster. This is what it wants to see. It comes down to 2 people left. And Sigourney Weaver shows up. She goes, listen, the whole world's going to come to an end. So it's a young guy and a young girl. And he goes, you have to kill her. She's telling like, you have to. I can't do it. You have to do it or the world comes around. And then finally she goes, forget it. Hey, you get back over there. Get back over there. Anyway, needless to say, the kid kills Sigourney Weaver. He hugs the girl, and the movie kind of fades to black, just like.
Looks like Johnny Damon over there.
Yeah.
I just play myself too, much like I do with cards and dice. I'm not a big online guy unless it was co-op. I like playing online co-op, like when we played Zombies together.
Yeah.
Or
we played
if
Borderlands, remember?
yeah, we did a little bit of something with that. Yeah, I like just playing co-op. And that's why even at Digital to Dice this year, I brought a couple of co-op games, and we had a good time with these co-op games.
Yeah. Co-op, they're fun. I play them every Sunday. Myself, my 2 nephews, and my brother-in-law, we're playing Ghost Recon now, the Tom Clancy game.
I love Ghost Recon.
And it's like Ghost Recon something. You know, it's like a breakpoint. I think it's you're supposed to be. We just like let's just go on shooting. I mean, that's the whole point of this game. You know, they plop you on an island. You're supposed to be helping these people, but no one gives you gear. No, you have to find it. It's okay, it's pretty fun. But co-op games, video games are fun, man. They're still fun, and we don't.
Yeah, but I played a lot of the Ghost Recon back in the day. I think it was Ghost Recon 2 back on the Xbox, and so we like the 8 strangers. Like me and my buddy would play, and we'd hook up with strangers. And I used to control the room, set up a room, and people come in and say, "Okay, so let's go." And we'd be having to take out tanks and stuff like that. He would always run down too fast and get killed. And it's like, dude, what are you doing here? Why, and we have to restart, because, he died. And we didn't want to leave him sitting around not playing. So we 5 times in a row. It's like, when you going to, that tank cheated and blah, blah, blah. It's like, dude, the tank's coming. Okay, the mission doesn't change. We know the tank's going to be there.
You ain't taking the tank out.
Well, you could, but just the tank kept shooting him because he was in a hurry. And he wouldn't take his time, so I was like, oh, come on, man. So, but yeah, Ghost Recon that was the first game I remember playing online co-op, and it was so different. It was because co-op was always the split screen, right?
Yep.
That's how it was back in the day.
Yeah.
Or you look at the same screen, like Blades of Steel, right?
Yeah.
And stuff like that. It was always the same screen. So this was the first time that I ever played a game where I could see what I'm seeing, and then someone on the other computer could see what they're seeing, so they could see me and I could see them. That was a big deal. I think it was
Yeah.
2001. And I remember we had to go in and get our guy out of a house that was and it was like out in the middle of nowhere. And so we're trying to figure out how we're gonna go in. And when you open the door, there's two guys there, so we know there's two guys there. And I never forget it. One guy opens the door and charges in right as another guy threw a grenade in through the window, and he blew up his own guy. And I thought that was the coolest thing I've ever seen. He didn't mean it, but it's just like, well, maybe we should coordinate. If you're going to run in, you need to tell someone so they don't throw a grenade through the window. Oh, that was
Right.
funny.
Fun board game that the whole family played. He says, I found the best, funniest board game for the family last week called Hot Steak. Oh my gosh, what a blast. What's the concept of hot steak?
Yeah, I'm interested to know what's going on with Hot Steak. I like finding game night games. Usually we just play Cards Against Humanity when we do game nights. But then we started to do Blank Slate. That's another fun one there. If you get a chance, look up Blank Slate. It's like $20 on Amazon. It is the funnest game anybody can play. It's like match game. It's like playing match game.
Usually on Saturday nights, Nurse Teresa, my wife, my beautiful wife, we played gin. I've beaten her the last 2 weeks, so I am the champion.
I haven't played cards since my grandparents were alive. We used to play. We'll go again at the place with the pool. We'd be in the pool all day, play cards all night.
Yep.
Good time.
Yes, England did choke. They were one up with about 9 minutes of play in regulation. They end up losing 2-1. España and Argentina in the
Really?
final of the World Cup.
When does that start? I wanted to watch some of that.
When does that start? Well, Dave, you have an opportunity to still watch 2 games, Saturday and Sunday.
Oh, it's Hot Streak.
Oh, it said steak. I swear to God.
It did say steak. I would have played Hot Steak.
I would have played hot steak too. I would have eaten hot steak.
I don't know if I would. A car-driven auto mascot race where you bet on the mascot and watch the race play out. I would have played Hot Steak.
You mean like the hot dog and
Yeah.
the hamburger and stuff like that?
I think you roll dice to flip the steak so you don't burn it,
Yeah.
and then if you roll
Hey.
snake eyes, you got to put ketchup on the steak,
Dave, Dave, what was that game you played? It was a video game, it was on Steam. You had to clean stuff. Do you remember what I'm talking about?
Oh, was it Power Wash Hero?
Yes.
That was great. I saw somewhere, I don't know if it's out yet. I saw they were coming up with a Star Wars DLC where you would clean X-Wings and the Millennium Falcon and TIE Fighters. How cool would that be?
Fun.
Imagine being on the Empire. This TIE Fighter is very dirty. You must power wash it. Okay, Lord Vader. That'd be
Make
awesome.
sure it's clean.
I would get that DLC. I'll have to see if they still got it. Sean says I could not do split screen multiplayer Halo some version when I first tried that. I got a headache trying to remember who I was on the screen. Yeah, I didn't like that. I didn't like the split screen. I went over a guy's house one time. It was the 4 screen,
Yeah.
and you could see where everybody else was.
You
But
have to concentrate on that screen you're
yeah,
at.
but
I
it
have
was
a
so
bad
hard
habit.
not to look around. I didn't like that. I didn't care for it.
Glowing Turtle says, good evening, all.
Hey, good to see you. Oh, he's coming out. Glowing Turtle has the Courses and Clubs golf game, and he's just releasing a tennis game now.
He has
So-
a golf game?
Yes, Courses and Clubs.
Courses and clubs.
Courses and Clubs.
Is that how you search for it?
I think so. He's got a Facebook page, Courses and a group, I should say, Courses and Clubs. And was it? It was either drive-through. I think it was drive-through cards. You could order it from, but it was all PDF, and you just print it out. But it was you could. It's almost like a role-playing golf game, or you could play. He has some heroes created, and you could play. But I created myself, and you roll your dice, create yourself,
okay.
and you play the courses.
Again,
So-
not a big. It's like more fictional than. It's
It
like
could
you-
be, but he did create regular
Golfer?
golfers. Yeah, so you could play, a handful. I think it's like 20 or 30 actual golfers. But the idea was to create yourself, and then as you play along, you increase yourself and try to get better. And
Oh, so it's like a role. It's a role playing
it
game.
was designed for a role playing game. Yeah.
Yeah, so you get
Yeah.
better, you get points to increase your.
Yeah. It's
How
kind
well-
of fun. It's like, so you roll the dice to tee off and you see what your tee off is and you look at the dice roll and it gives you a number. So you go to the charts and it's like, okay, it's T18 for tee off 18, whatever it is. And it says, oh, you hit it so many yards down the fairway, go here. And then it's like a choose your own adventure. So then you go here. And it's just like, if it's, within range of a sand trap, you're in the trap. Otherwise, you're in the rough. And then you plan out your next shot and you look at what club you want to use.
You buy the game off of
I think it's drive-through cards.
through cards. I think, what does he say there?
It's a PDF, yeah.
Drive through.
Drive-through RPG. Drive-through RPG. I think it's the same company.
Yeah, it is. No, but there is a difference because
Yeah.
when I was trying to find what I bought from them, I couldn't understand why I couldn't find it, and then it was Drive. And I went back and looked. I said, "Oh, because I clicked on the RPG, so it's Drive Through R."
Yeah, check that. And I had him on, and we did some video gameplay of it. It's very it's not so much a visual game as it is a number type of game.
Yeah.
So-
yeah.
So it's like you got to plan out what club you want to use, and then you swing, and if you get a good swing, then you go here, and then it's pretty easy to play, and it's just kind of like, okay, where's my ball, and then I'm going to hit it here. Am I on the green? How many feet from the cup? It's a shot by shot golf game, and it's really fun. It's really kind of fun.
So Crew Fan says, yeah, he says, I saw your video playing courses and clubs, Dave. Looked like fun, and that's the game we're talking about, correct?
Yeah, I enjoyed it. Yeah, I brought it to the convention this year, but again, I had to leave, so I never got to play it with some people. But there were some people there that were playing it, and I wanted to kind of sit and play them, and it's just fun. It's it's hard to describe. It's just kind of like I say, it's all like a choose your own adventure game because you roll the dice and you get you go to the first chart, and then it tells you where to go from there. So it's like, depending how good you hit it, you're in the fairway or you're not. So, oh boy, Sean's playing Power Washer. Got stuck on cleaning Tomb Raider stuff. Got it to 99%. Would not let me clear it, as if something pretty much was invisible, not cleaned, or it was bugged. Yeah, that could probably happen. But that was fun. But yeah, Courses and Clubs, another fun golf game. It really is. And I like golf games this time of year. And Michael Caine said, yeah, and was it Steak, what was the game? Steak Blast, roll for charcoal or propane. Yeah.
That's fun.
What was that game called again?
Streak.
No, steak something though. The first one was Steak.
Yeah, it was Steak.
Hot Steak. Hot Steak. We need to come up with a game now called Hot Steak. We need to do,
Yeah, we can tweak it. What a game.
So Hot Steak has a bear, a queen, a hot dog, and a fish. Okay.
Yes.
I can see the game coming together. I can kind of see that, But yes, he's got a new tennis game coming out, so I'm interested in seeing that. But the golf game's kind of fun. It's very different. It's a very different golf game.
Can I ask again? I'm sorry I didn't see the video or when you had him on. So Glowing Turtle. Can I ask my question real quick?
Yeah.
Glowing Turtle. You have professional players too?
Yes, and they're free, and I think they're on his Facebook group.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So if you go to the
Then
Facebook group,
you buy the game, and then you can go to the Facebook group and get like the ratings for the professional players.
yep, and then you print them out, and then it's and then you can use them, of course, if you want to.
Do you like a golf game? I do.
I like shot by shot golf games. I really do. That's why I was gonna. Courses and Clubs is really good. I was gonna try to get back to ABBA golf, but
I like the concept of you play as yourself. You have to pick the club. I can be a stinky golfer on the tabletop, just like I was in real life when I used to golf.
Yep. I didn't think it'd be as much fun because I wanted to play the professionals, like you were saying.
Yeah, that's just me though. You know me.
I created myself, and you start off, and it tells you what to do. You roll the dice, and this is your number here, and
your traits.
And then you get your traits, and then you figure out, how far you can hit the ball at what level you're at. And then, again, you never start off horrible. It's not like you can't compete, but you're not going to be at Tiger Woods' level. But as you play the game, you improve. So it's just like, let's just say you're a 21 or whatever. Well, if you get a birdie, then, you have some points you can spend to maybe get up to a 22 or something,
So you buy the PDF off drive through RPG.
Yeah.
Okay.
And,
And
there's
then
a
if
ton
I
of
want,
freebies in the Facebook group.
okay. So what's the Facebook? Is it Facebook group Course and Clubs?
I think it is.
I don't think I'm in that one. I'll have to join. Cool.
Yeah, courses and clubs. The golf game.
Yep.
Yep.
And the Facebook group's the same name.
Yeah, let me see if let me just share this with you real quick.
I'll
So-
just search it later.
So that's courses and clubs,
Okay.
the
Cool.
golf game. Yep. And if you go into the files,
Yep. Love the files.
yep, I do too. You go into the files, and there's a lot of stuff in there as far as the different golfers and the different things. So yeah, it's a fun little game. I enjoy it. Shot by shot, which is kind of fun. And I think I even posted a couple of my score sheets in there. I created some of my own score sheets and posted in there. And you kind of, like you say, you hit it along the way, and you keep track of, like, okay, I hit it 250 yards and I'm in the rough. How many more yards I got to go to the green? Okay, I got
So a little bit of
125.
math. It's fine.
125 yards to the green. So okay, I'm going to take an 8 iron, because my 8 iron's right around that, and it hits it, and you say, okay, add 5, subtract 5 to the distance, and then
Depending where your lie is. Yeah.
yep,
Okay.
and then you see
Or structures. Yeah.
how good the hit was, and if you're on the green, if you're not on the green, how close you are to the green. But it's all shot driven, and it plays like a choose your own adventure, because you hit the shot, and it's go to 26. So you go to 26. Okay, if this, then okay, go to 14. Go back to 14. Okay, you are here. And it reminds me of a choose your own adventure game, because you're just following along the chart book, and to find out where the ball is.
Very interesting. Very similar in concept to what I was explaining about Avalon Hill Pro Golf, where if this happens, you use this. I'm not saying it's the same. I'm just saying I like that because I can follow it.
I like shot by shot games where I have to choose my club. That's what I like.
That's
and
a really
again-
interesting concept there.
Yep. The thing that tripped me up in the beginning was, so let's just say you hit it, I don't know, 259,
Yep.
and it says, and then when you flip it around, it says, if it hit it 259, like between 250 and 260, you're in the sand trap. Well, 259, I'm in the sand trap. So I thought I was in the sand trap every time, but that wasn't the case. It's only if something else happened. So it was like, oh, okay, I'm not in the sand trap. So that's kind of good. So once I figured out that little snafu, I was good to go.
World's Worst Gamer brings up again Action PC Golf. Be a very frustrating game.
Sean, I actually had that pulled up the other day, and I almost played it. I really did. I was like, what do I want to play? I almost played Action PC Golf just for the fun of it. And the only reason I didn't is because you got to play in full screen mode. And I would have had I couldn't figure out how to put it into EV Mux and stream full screen mode, because I like to go back and forth between the studio here and the game, and I just
It kills me in Action PC Golf. I look at the flag in the wind, right? I go, well, if it's blowing that way, I should compensate a little bit and hit this way, because the wind's going to bring it back.
you can't figure it out.
It's just, I've learned to under hit. I've actually shot below par a couple of times just playing the course with one golfer. It's actually easier to shoot below par if you play two golfers. Fubar, you could, the first guy does, you go, I ain't doing that again.
Yeah.
The second guy. It's a fun game. It's free. It's free now. Action PC Golf is a free download.
They're supposed to be making a new one, but they've been talking about that for a couple of years now.
I wonder what they would do with it. It's not a bad. It can be frustrating like real golf.
I when I met Dave Cook last year, he came to Digital to Dice. He spent a few hours at a Sunday morning, right? He was in town.
Okay.
And I sat him down. I said, Dave, the golf game. I like the golf game, but I says I have no idea how to fix my shot.
Yeah.
I look at it. I look at the lie. I look at the wind, and I adjust my stance, and I do, and I think I do everything right.
Yep.
Poof, I'm over here. So no, I don't know if that's just the random dice roll in the back that does
Yeah,
that.
or the engines. Yeah.
I said I need some guidance. I said that's one game that just I have no idea what I'm doing wrong. And he says, interesting. So he says, well, we're working on a new one, I think. I said, yes, put in something that'll help me because I don't play it because I can't play it.
Here's the thing with Action PC golf. Just my opinion. Fun game. I like it. Frustrating for me.
Yes, it is.
You're playing the greats, right? They don't, if you're controlling, and you're not doing anything crazy, really. I mean, sometimes I do, but I've learned not to, right? They don't really play, like if you're playing the person, like the greats. They make too many mistakes.
Yeah.
That's
It's just, now, not that I want to play like Tiger Woods golf and
No,
like
but
hit
if I
down the middle and birdie every hole. I don't want to do that. But holy cow, I mean, it's amazing how many. I'm so far off on the mishits, and I just made the joke about that. Mishits.
It's it. I know exactly. Yeah, it's a fun game though, and it's free. I highly recommend it. Download it. See if you like it. You can go to the community and download a bunch of free amateurs.
Yep.
Which is fun. Actually, that's my favorite way to play. You know, I play sometimes as Tom Brady. I play sometimes as Bill Belichick.
Yeah.
You can play as Alice Cooper.
Yeah.
I played the British course that they've used before for the British Open.
Oh, I got a ton of courses. I got a ton of seasons.
I played Alice Cooper. And I was only plus, I think, 2.
Wow.
Because the last 3 holes I flew, like I was like -1, and I was like, bogey.
You know what?
Bogey.
A couple of things wrong with the game. Like sometimes I can't even see where the tee box is.
That annoys me.
And
That
it's like-
annoys me no end.
And there's been a couple times I've hit on the wrong fairway because I didn't know where the tee box was and I didn't know which hole I was shooting at. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm going the wrong way.
When I do that, I just hit computer assist. I want to make sure I'm at least pointed in the right direction, and then I adjust it.
Oh,
But
that's
yeah,
a good idea
annoying.
too.
They should give you an overhead view
Yeah.
where you can see.
There's
Give you.
There's enough in that game that's very frustrating. And
Oh, yeah.
but they say, hey, this is kind of how real golf is. You're exactly
is.
right. This
It
is
is.
how real golf is. Is this what I want? Though? Do I want to be this frustrated when I play a game because I don't play it anymore? You know. Crew fan jumps in. Al, you mentioned Avalon Hill. My brain went to squad leader.
Squad leader.
Yep.
That's a tough game, squad leader.
So, but anyway, we'll wrap it up here. We had a nice little post-game chat with you guys here. I want to thank everybody for coming by. We will have the new episode of Digital to Dice out probably tomorrow now. It's getting kind of late.
That Saturday, you said you're going to have that gentleman on?
Yes, Saturday around 5 o'clock. We're hoping to get Dana on from Game Pulse, and he's going to update us on what's going on with Game Pulse, and we're going to talk about the new Home Run Derby mode, which I need to play the cards and dice version of. I need to go and download that and check it out. But it looks kind of fun to roll some dice for some Home Run Derby if you like to do that.
Pulse. It is payoff pitch on the PC. You can purchase it through Steam or, I believe,
Sideline Strategies.
Sideline Strategies.
Yeah.
So,
Now, the other thing I was going to say about what was I going to say about the Game Pulse there? Oh yeah, they're supposed to release the new version pretty soon. And
So,
the best thing about that, I got to say, when I first saw the Game Pulse, I was all excited to play Payoff Pitch,
yeah.
right? Because I like Payoff Pitch. I said, oh, good, I can play on the computer. And then I discovered that he put a board game companion in there, and that's all I'm doing. The board game companion is just as good as the gameplay is for Payoff Pitch. I like to play cards and dice.
Yep.
And now I can do that. And if I want to have the play Payoff Pitch, I can. But I can now play all my baseball games, and I could before. Again, there's a whole bunch of other good board game companions.
Yeah, I like Action PC baseball only because I'm more familiar with it.
Yeah,
I'm more used to it.
I just like how I go right in, and what it does a couple things for me that I really like, and then I don't know if the other ones do quite as well. I should say that they probably do, but not quite as well. Is that I got my lineups, I'm all set, and then when I go to my bench to my pitchers or my other players, it tells me who's available that day, and I like that. I like playing as played, so I like to know who's available that day. So if this guy's not playing, if he's taking a day off, I can't use him. And I like that. Again, some people like to play with the cards. That's fine. Play your way. It's fun. But I like how this game tells me, like, who's coming up for pitchers. So don't use them. You don't want to use this pitcher as in relief because he's pitching in 2 days. You know, I like that. I like to know who's on the bench. You know, if I want to pinch run or pinch hit, oh boy, I got some decisions to make here. So I only got a handful of guys, and I don't want to pull this guy out and be screwed. So I do like that. And I like the fact that I can play a season and I can import actual game results from the real season and play along with that. So there's a couple things that really, really work for me.
Do you have any thoughts on pineapple pizza, Uncle Dave?
I have a lot of thoughts on pineapple pizza, and they're all good. But I'm trying to stay away from pizza. But I do like pineapple pizza though. But yes. So Al will have to check out the golf game and let me know what you think. If any questions, Al, let me know because I did play it quite a bit and I do like it. And go check out my videos. Go watch the videos that I did, or some other people did. Glowing Turtle did some videos as well.
So the PDF you get off that site, which is fine. That's cool. I got it.
Yep. And then again, he's got 30 pro golfers on the Facebook group. I don't know if it comes on the download if it's in the Facebook group, but the Facebook group has got like extra courses and stuff. It's all done up in the file section.
I like golf games.
Yeah, go check that out. Mr. Tiger Bob comes by. I was watching some of your stuff. I think it was last night actually. I was watching some of that. So good on the Tiger Bob stuff there. Yes, this was a lot of fun. Sometimes we sneak in a post game show.
Fun.
Yep. Sometimes we have a pretty good post game show after we do the regular show, and sometimes we can't do it. But we did it tonight, and that was kind of fun. So, so that is that. I don't know if I'll get to you guys tomorrow. Again, Thursday, Friday, Saturday is my big swing with hockey, but I do like to try to get on at least one time before Saturday night. But again, Saturday around 5, we're kind of hoping to have Dana on and talk some game pulse and some payoff pitch. So that will be that. All righty. Al, thank you.
Dave, thank you.
All righty. And I'm interested to see what kind of shirt you're going to wear next time.
Oh, I've got shirts. I've got plenty of shirts. My wife decide how many t-shirts I have.
Maybe a Planet of the Apes shirt?
Oh, I don't have a Planet of the Apes shirt. Honey, work on a Planet of the Apes shirt. Original.
Well, I had a hard time finding that George shirt.
I know. I have Godzilla somewhere. I don't know where it is.
I got like tons of Godzilla. That's all I ever wear. That's all I ever wear. So.
Meg 2. Let's see if we can get a Meg 2 shirt.
Oh, yes.
Megalodon.
Shut up, Meg.
Yeah.
We'll see you, everybody.
Take care.